So yeah, we're live now. Let me get this banner up, pre-show banner. Hey, we're gonna do previews in a little while, y'all. Hey, welcome to the show.
How's it going?
It's the pre-show where we talk
Yeah.
about what we're gonna do on the show. But
We're
that's
gonna do
it. We're just talk.
previews. That's what
We're
we're
just
gonna do on this
talking
show.
all the books coming out this week. It's huge DC week actually, and
Oh, really?
yeah, and
That's surprising.
huge X-Men week because yes, X-Men is relaunching again.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like two other X books, maybe three other X
Yeah.
books coming out this
Well,
week.
we're finally out of the gala, so that's
Thank
pretty
goodness.
exciting.
X Factor number 10 was dog shit.
It was very
Terrible.
uneven. It was the
Rushed.
leftovers of everything.
Yeah, dude, it just felt so rushed and
Yep.
it felt like I mean it was a solid issue just because of what
I mean, it
happened,
was it was okay because I was invested in the characters and I wanted to know what was going on.
but it
But
kind of
yes, it
dropped the
was
ball on a
completely
lot.
rushed. It was hey, finish your entire run in one issue.
Ugh. Why is this
Yeah.
page here? I don't want this
It
here.
was it was finish your entire run in one issue and also tie into this event where you've already seen half of this shit in other
Yeah.
books already.
Yeah, it was like a
And
weird.
it was the worst. Like most of the other X books they felt really natural in the way they integrated all of the gala interactions with people. And
Yeah.
this one felt the most forced. It felt the most like,
It
all right,
wasn't
let's
even
go to
like
this
it.
next gala
Yeah, it wasn't even
engagement
like it.
that we know we have to go to.
Right.
You
It
know,
wasn't even like it was forced. It was just like, hey, we've decided to recap everything that's gone on in the Hellfire Gala thus far. And I'm like, why? Just so you can kill off Wanda at the end? Who fucking cares? Just murder her ass. The shit with Prodigy was so freaking weird and rushed because it was like pulled out of real life.
yeah.
That Buck Thatcher guy they had on there
Hmm.
who was
Well,
murdering
that was
black
supposed to
gay
be.
guys
I'm sure that
was
was supposed to be an entire arc that they had
they
to
should have fucking
condense
dropped
down.
it then spend all this time pulling from real life something that's still going on is still running
Yeah,
through the courts. It
definitely.
just seems like I don't know. I understand what the creators were trying to do. They were trying to bring some attention to something that needs attention. A
Hmm.
socially relevant issue. I'm all for
I
that,
don't know.
but you've got to do it right. You've got to, yeah. It
I
seemed
do
off.
feel I do feel bad for the creators because you read their letters in the back of the book and it was like, man, you could just read all over it. Man, we did not want to end this book at 10. We had plans to go on and
Yeah,
on.
dude. And you got to feel bad
Yeah,
for that, but ugh.
it is what it is.
Exactly. It is what it is, but man, I kind of hated what it was.
Exactly.
Kind of hated what it
Because
was.
it was before this, it was kind of my favorite X team. I wouldn't say
It,
it was my favorite X book necessarily, but I liked the
sure.
team. I liked the interactions they had.
I liked the idea behind the team, like a
Yeah, definitely.
CSI of Krakoa of the X-Men. That's just a rad idea, but
Oh, are you
I don't
guys
know. It
talking X
seems like,
Factor?
yeah, we're talking X Factor. Because it's just a big X week this week.
How's it going,
So,
Taylor?
yeah,
How's it going, Adam? How you doing?
I'm doing all
there it
right.
goes.
Doing pretty good.
I'm going to go live in a bit. Where's Jules? Anyone heard from Jules like all week?
Nah, man. Haven't heard from him at all.
Taylor's frozen again. The bullies are actually broadcasting right now. So if you switch over off of our show, which we're just going to be talking about comics, and
Well, you don't have to switch over. You can do both at the same time.
I
You
wouldn't
know.
advise that.
I'm just saying. I'm a wrestling fan. I remember back in the days where people had to do that. I had to watch two shows at the same time.
Is it
So
the Monday Night
You
Wars?
can
The
also
bullies. Oh, damn it, Taylor.
I think he's frozen again. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, am
He
I?
is. You're back and forth, bro. In and out. But yeah, it's the new Monday Night Wars against the bullies. Everyone have a
Yeah,
good
basically.
4th. Everyone have a happy 4th of July. Spend a lot of time with your family.
Not with that family. I still need to go see that one.
What? I'm not, dude. Whatever.
I'm gonna go see it. That's a go to the theaters to see. And I've taken my shots.
I don't mind the Fast and the Furious movies. They just don't hold my attention enough to not have a second screen going on while I'm watching them. And they frown on that in the movie theaters. They don't like it when you're just hanging out on your phone the whole time in the movies.
I mean, that is true. They do not like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be a fan if you were doing that while I was watching it.
Well, I don't know if Jules is showing up or not, but let's do this damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
You figured he'd have talked to us. He'd have let us know.
I don't like it.
Me neither. Me neither. Who's gonna do the fucking outro this week? I mean, I know I'm thinking way ahead. I have a very optimistic view of how this show is gonna go. But you got a plan for it. Greetings, geeks. Welcome back. Another episode of This Geek in Comics Outright Geekery's comic book shit talk show.
Shit Talk Show.
I'm Gomer, Adam Normal Taylor. Jules isn't here. Comic book bullies are actually going on as we speak. It's a much better show. I would much rather be listening to that show than doing this show, to be perfectly honest with you.
Oh wait, yeah. Way to bury us in the very beginning. Thanks.
No, please
You're
hang
just-
out.
you're
We're
just-
going to talk comic books.
You're just setting people's expectations at a reasonable level before
Exactly.
we get
I
this
don't
shit
want
show
anyone.
started.
I don't want anyone to think that they're going to be blown away by this week's comics. Although, dude, there are actually some damn good comics coming out this week. Let's jump into it. DC, as always, if you see something, say something.
So all four of those. Well, I guess two is the same book, but all Batman.
All Batman. We're not even going to look at the preview for Batman 110. Who cares? Who cares?
I mean, it's been an okay book, but it's definitely not
It's
been.
way
Yeah.
too slow, man.
Yeah, it's way too slow.
Way
It's
too slow.
way too much shit that they're piling on.
Yeah, this has hit that area where like it's not bad enough to get me to drop it, but I am never excited about it. You know?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, well, exactly. I've dropped it. I've dropped basically all my Batman. I don't give a shit anymore. He's lame. He's just, I don't care. Just don't care. Moving on. Signal. Signal is here. Tony Patrick, Christian Ducey, $5.
Oof.
For basically a one-shot story, I guess.
It is
of
a one-shot.
Signal.
I think
Hold on.
Tony Patrick did a mini Batman and the Signal series, like right after Metal. That wasn't that
Maybe.
great.
I don't remember that.
So I'm not planning on picking this up.
I want to know how Signal ties his shoes like that. Because I want to
It
do
is
that
very
to my
cool.
shoes. An okay variant cover by Cully Hamner. I actually like this variant more than the other one. If you don't know, Signal is like daytime Batman, which makes no sense at all.
Basically, he's daytime
daytime.
Batman,
He's
except
daytime
you never
Batman.
see him actually do anything.
And he's like a teenager. He should be in school.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to
Definitely.
night school, Gotham Night School. Moving on.
I mean, that's half the Batman cast is teenagers who should be in school.
That's true. That's true.
He also
wow.
has weird superpowers.
Does
Which
he though?
He does. He has weird, like, metal superpowers from, like, the Dark Multiverse or something like that.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
He does.
Francis Manipool pulling off a dope Crime Syndicate cover here. Anyway, Crime Syndicate's kind of lame. Crushing
I'm
Lobo.
not picking up that book at all.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't read issue number 1 by Mariko Tamaki. Anyone else check that out?
No. Lobo's never really been a favorite character of mine. Like, if
Me
he shows
neither.
up in
I
a book
get
I'm
it.
reading, cool, whatever. But
Yeah.
I never go out of my way to get Lobo.
He's way too 90s for me, man. You know,
Exactly.
He like epitomizes like a certain era of comics, and I don't have a problem with that era. It's just not like my era.
Right.
You know?
That's not what I
Yeah.
actively seek
Yeah,
out.
like
Yeah.
yeah, he's a fine character, but I do not care enough about him to read a book about him.
The Conjuring, for some reason, has a comic book tie-in. The Conjuring is just fine. I watched like all of the Conjuring movies again. The Nun is probably the scariest one. The Nun is fucking scary as hell, dude. Adam, did you watch Fear Street? The new
Not
Netflix
yet.
movie?
I was actually
It's
planning on watching
rad,
that
dude.
tonight.
It's rad, dude. You should definitely check it out. And there's like 2 more coming out before the end of the month.
Yeah, it's like a
I
trilogy.
didn't realize that they were coming out, back to back to back. So yeah, I'm stoked. That was rad. Anyway, Green Lantern.
Green Lantern's been a fun book.
But yeah, I've heard it's been good.
Yeah, the last issue definitely went in a direction that I didn't think it was going to go. But I've been enjoying it so far. It's definitely better than the last Green Lantern run that I was forced to read.
The Future State one.
No,
the one
Grant
from
Morrison one.
The Morrison one, yes.
Yeah.
I didn't read that one either. Yeah, this just does not interest me at all either. You made it sound good when you thought it was going to become Star Trek.
Yeah, now it's not Star Trek. Now it's like
Now
a
it's
weird
not.
Western sort of. It keeps evolving.
I mean, the last issue is kind of the Inner Light, like it's him like living out his life on some alien planet.
Yeah.
Man, I love that. I love that episode. Stop trying to talk me into it, Taylor. I'm not getting it. I'm not doing it.
I don't care what you read. If you want to.
Justice League, Bendis, Ram V, anybody? Not me.
I'm still reading it, but mainly for that Ram V dark backup.
Yeah, and that's got Merlin or some
honest.
shit in it, don't it?
Yep,
Kicking
it's got
ass.
Merlin doing with some weird shit in the back.
Yeah, I read the first issue when Bendis took over, but I haven't moved on from there. Nice art though, good looking.
Not much has happened since then.
It's Bendis, of course not. I heard Green Arrow's taken over. He's like the leader of the team.
Yeah,
now.
Green Arrow talks a lot. That's what he does, though.
Fucking Green Arrow. All right, we're almost there. We're almost done with DC. But I did want to talk definitely about this book. Justice League Infinity #1. Mateus and Tucker, Ethan Beavers. This is like a continuation of the Justice League animated.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
I mean, that is one of the best superhero cartoons of all time, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. DC is doing a lot of this sort of recapturing retro stuff. I guess it started with Batman Beyond, coming back and being a really strong book. And then I think there's actually a solicit for it here. There is a Batman animated series. Where the hell is it?
Oh, you just passed it.
Oh, did I?
Go back. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Batman The Adventures Continue.
That's been going for a while.
Yeah, that's been going
2.
for a long time. Yeah. So they're doing it with the Justice League book, the cartoon. That's cool. This is actually kind of timely in the news. They're doing comic book continuations of the Batman movie starring Michael Keaton and the 78 Superman directed by Richard Donner, who we just got word today passed away.
Just passed away, yeah.
Just passed away over the weekend. So that dude directed Goonies too. I always fucking forget that. I always want to think that Goonies is a Steven Spielberg movie.
Well,
doesn't it just feel like a Spielberg movie?
I believe he produced that movie.
In a way.
Yeah. So
it's the same way that like Gremlins is not a Steven Spielberg movie,
right?
But it feels like a Steven Spielberg.
Is.
Yes.
Yeah, right. So yeah, that should be cool if you were a fan of the animated show. Get in on that. Scott Hepburn's got a great cover here. $5 for the extra, variant cover, but whatever. Still going. Batman Second Son. Not a fan of that. It's just okay. Nice House on the Lake, #2. Issue #1 of this was fantastic. It's basically follows this single character, this girl, and she talks to this guy, and they have like these great conversations, and time goes on, and they introduce a bunch of other people, and they all get invites to this nice house on the lake in the middle of nowhere. And once everybody shows up, their phones start going off, the TV's going off. It's a fucking apocalypse everywhere else. People's eyes are melting, their skin's dripping off their bodies. It's just this horrible, horrible apocalypse. But they're fine. They're going to be great. So it's kind of like Big Brother, the reality show, in a weird way, maybe. I don't know. A couple Wonder Woman books. The lesser of the two, Amy Chu, Maria Lara Sanapo. I'm not reading this because I only have room for one Wonder Woman book on my list. I'm sure this is great, though. I'm sure it's great. Great DK Ruan variant here. But Suicide Squad, man, who cares? Again, I'm just not a fan. Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing is a great book.
Swamp Thing's a great book. Finally found a great one.
Yeah,
Over here at fucking TC. Thanks,
Swamp Thing will
GC.
definitely be on the top of my list. Of
I don't know. There's a lot of good books coming out from
I don't
Marvel
know.
this week.
I'm a big
There's
Swamp
a
Thing
lot of
fan,
great
so
And you should be. This is like getting back to the character's roots. This is forgetting all of
it's
that.
very horror, which
Yeah, it's
I
got a lot
very
of
much
good
appreciate.
body horror art. Yeah. Yeah, like look at that. That's
Oh,
freaking
wow, yeah.
awesome, dude. That is fantastic. Do we have another? Yeah, we got another preview page here. Yeah, I mean, that's fantastic art. Maybe they are still doing the red and the green thing, that they started.
They do mention those
Those concepts are
I
great,
guess.
but it only really works if it has like a universe where there's an Animal Man doing shit too. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like Beast Boy, was like part of the red or
Yes, he
whatever.
was. Yeah,
Yeah. Great Brian Boland cover
which is
here.
why they turned him red for a while, which was really
Yeah,
weird.
which was fucking weird. I get it, but it's still weird. Man, love this cover. Holy crap. Beautiful. But man, the DC pick of the week for me, Wonder Girl #2. This first one probably had the best art that I've ever seen in a debut. I mean, Joel
It's
Jones is
Joel Jones.
fucking killing it with the art. And just, I mean, picking up right where the end of issue 1 left off. We saw this character, this Yara Flor, the new Wonder Woman, basically in Future State. This is how she gets there. And again, I don't like DC's approach to that, telling us what's going to happen really before it happens. But this book is just drawn so beautifully. It does not matter.
Oh, it's
Man,
just
it's
gorgeous.
good.
It's just gorgeous to look at.
It's beautiful. And we're going to look at every page of this one. So yeah, that's fantastic. Oh, here's the last one. Man, they got a big ass preview for this because I don't think the first issue sold very well. And that sucks. That's terrible.
Oh, really? It was hard to find at the shop.
Maybe he didn't order enough.
That's probably true too.
Yeah. I don't know if that's for sure, but man, gorgeous book. Definitely on my top 3, books I'm looking forward to this week. Oh, is Taylor trying to say something? Is he?
He was.
He likes Wonder Girl, I think is what he was going to say. All right, let's move on to everybody.
All right,
else.
yeah, let's move on.
These are books coming out. Those DC books come out. Oh, he's out. He's gone. He'll come back. Those DC books come out actually tonight at like midnight. So those would be really fun to find Tuesday or Wednesday. But these books, July 7th, all coming out on Wednesday. We started Image Comics, Commanders in Crisis, getting really close to the end there.
It's been a fun book,
this.
but you can definitely see the limitations of it not having an established universe to pull from. I mean,
yeah, man.
You just don't care about any of these characters.
Exactly. Basically, what Commanders in Crisis is, it's like an event, a Big Two event outside of the Big Two. They pull all these different characters from all these different universes who were all superheroes and presidents of the United States in their respective universes. And they're all in this one universe and trying to save it from a big, catastrophe. In theory, that is a great idea, but Steve Orlando is just not. I mean, maybe he'll pull through at the end, but I'm not a fan. I haven't been enjoying it.
I mean, it's not bad. It's just not great.
Deep Beyond, underwater horror, pretty good stuff. Mirko Andolfo, David Goy, with Andrea Brocardo doing the art. Nice little monster.
Yeah, this is one I've been planning to check out in trade.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 12-issue maxi, so it'll have probably a couple of trades.
Probably have 2.
Trade 1 will probably be out the week after, next week. because
Probably.
after 6 issues, yeah. A lot of variants for that, man. Really getting into the variants for this for some reason. I don't know why. Firepower by
Everything gets variants nowadays, man.
I know and I'm okay with that. I mean, I get the spec market, but I think more choice is always a good thing. If people have more than one option to choose for their cover, hey, more power to the consumer. So, but it can be a little bit daunting, I guess, if you're a comic book shop, trying to figure out what the hell to buy.
What the hell to order?
Kirkman,
Yeah.
right? Kirkman and Samney, Firepower. Basically, it's a kung fu movie in suburbia.
It's
It's not
Kirkman and
bad.
Samney, so you can't go wrong there.
Yeah,
But
it's gonna
I mean,
be entertaining.
Yeah, it is Samney's worst looking art, though. I mean, it's
Yeah,
good, but it's not.
It looks rushed. I don't know if he's trying a new style for this or what, but yeah, I'm not a fan. Geiger getting a new issue number 4. This is fucking Jeff Johns and Gary Frank. This should
Another
be
one
like,
that you just can't go wrong with.
yeah, you really cannot go wrong picking up this book. It's amazing art. It's a solid post-apocalyptic story, with an odd hero. And that Gary Frank art really drives it home, dude. It's really solid. So the GD trade paperback. This is volume 2 for the Virgin Brides.
Yep,
Great
that was
series.
a really fun book.
Great series. Not as good as the first GD. I liked it a
not
lot
as
more.
Yeah, you are definitely right. It's not as good as the first one, but man, that art is just great.
It is.
It is just gnarly. It's got some good body
Jason
horror.
Aaron.
Yeah, man.
Jason Aaron doing what Jason Aaron does. Just writing crazy, dumb, weird shit. He's doing the same thing in Avengers this week. Just crazy, dumb, stupid shit.
Yeah, but it's not.
But
It's not
entertaining.
anything like this.
But entertaining. Oh yeah, it's much more political than this book about the Bible. Inkblot number 10, solid book. Carmen number 5 wraps up that series. I've heard a lot of fun of that. This is Guillaume March, doing writing. So, good first outing for him, really, to do, to dip his toe in some writing. Hopefully, he's so damn strong on the Batman books that DC will give him a shot to write something that will actually sell better.
He's been killing it on the Batman book.
He's
on the
been
Joker,
murdering that art. It's so
been
good.
Murdering Joker right
It's
now.
so good. Oh, that's right. He's on the Joker book. That's
yes.
right. So good. Noctera number 5. I mean, dude, Scott Snyder does this. There's a Jeff Johns book. There's a Kirkman book coming out. I mean, this is a huge week at Image. This is their big week for their creator-owned stuff. And this book's rad. It's like a Blackout with monsters, post-apocalyptic stuff. It's not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, it's crazy, with DC kind of just releasing all of their writers. We have the floodgates are open. We have all of these new books coming out that you just can't miss on.
Yeah, it's wild, dude.
And there's so many of them that a lot of them are flying under the radar.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It really is, dude. I mean,
because like Geiger, I'm not following Geiger. I'm gonna get it eventually, but I mean that's a Jeff Johns, Gary Frank thing. I should be freaking out about it. Yeah,
dude. If that was 10, maybe 5 years ago, that book, that's all anybody'd be talking about. Kyle Higgins getting a new book over here at Image. This is a debut called Ordinary Gods.
It's good. It's been a minute since I've seen Kyle Higgins.
Yeah, fans of the Old Guard and God Country comes an extra length first issue, century spanning action epic from Kyle Higgins and Filippo.
Oh yeah, he's doing Radiant Black right now. That's what he's doing.
Yes, that book's rad. That book's so fun. Yeah, Kyle Higgins is putting in a lot of work this season, dude. He's got 4 or 5 books that all will be dropping simultaneously in the next month or two. So the Luminary, the Prodigy, the Brute, the Trickster, the Innovator, 5 gods from a realm beyond our own. Leaders in the War of Immortals. At least they were before they were trapped, sent to a planet, made into a prison, forced into an endless cycle of human death and reincarnation. And then Christopher is 22. He's got 2 loving parents and a 12-year-old sister. He works at a paint store. He's in therapy. He's one of the 5, which means in order to save everyone he cares about, Christopher will have to reconnect with his past lives and do the unthinkable, become a god again. This has like I don't know, man. Just the description. It's got like Eternals. It's got the New Gods stuff
Yeah,
rolled in there.
it's got a little bit of that rolled in there.
What was that gaming book that he did with gods in the title? Was that it? Something with, because that's what basically his shit was, where they forgot that they were gods and they had to be reminded.
Oh,
It's kind of what
yes.
this is. Not really, but it's got some. It sounds fun. So yeah, I've already got a copy of this. I'm going to read this as soon as the show is over.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna check this one out this week.
Kyle Higgins has a lot of good books coming out. I hope he gets picked up by Marvel or DC soon and gets to show his.
See, it's
chops
weird
over there.
because he did a lot of work for DC back around the New 52.
Yup.
And then he kind of dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah, I don't know
Because
what happened to him.
He did a really good Nightwing run.
Yes.
It was like a 30 or so issue or Nightwing run that he just killed it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what happened.
No, Taylor's back, kind of. Skybound X. This is the brand new anthology series from Image. It's going to encompass a whole lot of Image Comics books, Image Comics books that you know and love now. But it's also going to introduce some new stuff. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be hit or miss, man, on a lot of these. You know what I mean?
It's going to be a lot of minis in here, is what you're saying.
Yeah, a lot of minis. Like, Kirkman is supposed to be introducing a Walking Dead character in one of these issues that only appeared in, like, the video game.
Is it Clementine?
Yeah. Each
it is
oversized weekly issue
Clementine.
kick off with a new chapter of a serialized Walking Dead story. So
I like Clementine, but
yeah,
whatever.
So this is Rick Grimes 2000 by Kirkman and Otley, which is wonderful. Them two getting back together. Isn't it weird that they're getting together for a book that's not Invincible?
Yeah, for The Walking Dead, yeah.
Yeah. Also, we'll be debuting all new series and characters every issue, starting with the first appearance of the most requested Walking Dead character of all time, Clementine, star of the Telltale Walking Dead video game. And there's going to be an Ultra Mega story.
Oh, so I might actually have to pick this up.
Yeah. Ultra Mega is all about kaiju and weird shit like that. And Manifest Destiny, which is one of my favorite.
Oh, that's
series.
A cool series too. Yeah.
Manifest Destiny is about Lewis and Clark. You know, President Jefferson sent them to go from sea to shining sea, you know, out through the wilderness. In this book, Manifest Destiny, the wilderness is all full of supernatural monsters and shit. It's rad. And
it's Lewis and Clark meets Supernatural.
It's freaking rad, dude. Very cool. This is getting a ton of covers, obviously. There's your Ultra Mega cover.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And then it's got a cover C with Clementine. And then we got a D, Charlie Adler cover. I think that's also Clementine. I didn't play the Skybound or the.
Man, I like all these Stray Dog reprints down there.
Oh my gosh, dude, these are classic. We got the thing, Stray Dogs variant. What is that from? That's from
Evil Dead.
Yeah, Evil Dead, Stray Dogs variant. That's from Midsummer, which is scary as hell. And this is from.
I should know this. I
think it's one of those Morgan Freeman, where it's like with Ashley Judd or something, right? I don't know.
The Bone Collector.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's something like that, man. Maybe I don't know, but they're all horror movie variants, you know, with the dogs from the book. Great series, dude. They're coming back with a second series on that, and I'm so happy they are, dude. And then, of course, more colorized Walking Dead.
Gotta have that every
Kirkman
week.
got 3 fucking books coming out this week, and he barely did any work for any of them. All right, Skybound, everybody else is doing the work. Walking Dead, he already did the work for that like 20 fucking years ago. And then he's got his suburban
Firepower.
Yeah, Firepower. Yeah. So yeah, a strong Image Comics week, dude. Nice debut.
Image is very strong right now.
Man, I mean, they got Scott Snyder with Nocterra. They got a Kirkman book, and they've got this Gary Frank, Jeff Johns book. I mean, man, that's a lot of shit, dude. That's a lot of shit. And this Good Asian, this is the book that's probably going to win the Eisner out of all of these books on here. It's probably going to be the one that wins anything. So, great Image week. But let's move on. Dark Horse, not much at Dark Horse this week. We do have Beast of Burdens, carrying on. That's like the series that will just never end, it seems like. But there is a new Hellboy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, sort of.
Yes.
Okay.
Signature
BPRD.
Chesbro House. It's a 2-issue mini. Hellboy works with a psychic to clear a haunted mansion for auction, but the ghosts and residents aren't quite ready to go gentle into that good night, and the answer may lie in a connection with the living world. Mike Mignola really doesn't do new Hellboy.
No,
he
not
basically
really.
licenses it out to other people to do stories. Sort of like George Lucas was when the Legends shit was going on, expanded universe. So, but good for him. You know what I mean? Good for Mike Mignola.
Yeah, good for Mike Mignola. You can still never really go wrong with Hellboy.
It's true.
But yeah, I'm not planning on picking this up.
Yeah, me neither. Jenny Zero, kind of like a monster hunting sort of thing. David's raving about this book. He adores this book. And then probably the big pick over at Dark Horse this week. This is a book that's really going to sell for them, dude.
It probably will.
Kevin Smith co-writing.
I might actually pick this up.
I'm thinking about it too. I actually have a digital copy, but I'm thinking about picking it up because there are some dope variants. But Kevin Smith, if you're a comics fan, Kevin Smith is a pretty damn good comic book writer.
When he wants to be.
When he wants to be. Dude,
there are times when he's not.
He introduced a Batman villain called Onomatopoeia, and I love him. He's probably my favorite Batman villain. He's amazing.
I hate Onomatopoeia.
But this is the official comic book prequel to the upcoming Netflix show produced by Smith and Rob David. And episode writer Tim Sheridan is actually writing the book. Mindy Leaf, who did Crimson Lotus, is doing the art. Following the vicious Orlax attack on his father, King Randor, He-Man learns the creature is linked to the origin of the Sword of Power. To save Randor and put an end to the chaos, He-Man embarks on an epic journey that pits him against his longtime foes, Skeletor and Evil Lyn, and sees Teela take the reins of a powerful legacy. Official prequel again to the upcoming Netflix show. Mike Mignola's got an amazing variant for this, dude.
Oh, wow. He is doing some work. That is a great variant.
I love it. I hate the date on this, 2020. How long ago did he do this cover? How long has he been waiting to show this off? It's fantastic in his style. His just
that
unique
looks great.
Style, man. I love it. Actually, there are a couple of other variants that are due out for this, but for some reason they are not listed here, which sucks. There's like a Skeletor Skull variant. Maybe it's like a store variant, only special to certain stores, but
maybe
that kind of sucks. Stranger Things D&D is getting collected. Very cool. It actually comes with like a module in it so you can play.
Oh, really? That is pretty cool.
Yeah, a Stranger Things themed Dungeons and Dragons session. So that's pretty fun. And Worst Dudes by our favorite G.I. Joe writer who never really was a G.I. Joe writer, Aubrey Sitterson. Not a bad book at all. It's over the top.
It was G.I. Joe for like 9 issues.
It's not even. I don't even think he made it to 9 issues, did he?
Probably not.
I hate that, man. I hate that. It's the only time anybody getting canceled on Twitter really fucking impacted me. IDW, Chain of the Grave is ending. Disney Doorways to the Dangerous. Classic shit. G.I. Dojo has been doing these yearbooks here lately. I'm not a fan. It's just reprints with new covers, which I think is just a terrible thing to do. But whatever. Friendship is Magic, still counting down to issue 100, which comes out next month.
That's a pretty big deal. That's pretty cool.
It is a big deal, man. I don't know another book that's up to 100 issues.
I mean,
there.
I
know that's the point. That's why I like
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is like the only other one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is up. That's up to like 112. 115.
Yeah. Especially over at IDW. Yeah.
Snake Eyes Dead Game by Liefeld. Great cover. I mean, usually we bitch about his art. That's a great cover. It's
because you can't see his feet.
No shit. I hate his elbows. I hate Liefeld doing elbows. But hey, man, It's Snake Eyes.
Whatever. There's an audience for this.
There is. I'm
It's
not
not me. I'm not that audience, but
Yeah.
there is an audience for it.
We are getting a Star Trek book this week, the Year 5, the continuing adventures of the original Enterprise crew.
I think this is the last one, though. I think this is the last arc.
Is this the last issue?
I don't think it's the last issue. I think it's the last arc.
Oh. The grand finale. Yep, the grand finale begins here with a new issue from Lansing and Kelly, who are showrunners of shit, and artist Stephen Thompson from Die Hard Year 1, which is a very underrated fucking comic. Die Hard Year 1 is amazing, dude. It's really a fucking dope book.
Never heard of it.
Here, I'll show you some of the art. It's fantastic, photorealistic a little bit.
Yeah.
The style, love it. Just love it. Moving on, we also get Star Wars from IDW and a Transformers book. Pound for pound, if you look at everything that is coming out from IDW this week, they got a great creator-owned book. They got Disney.
IDW is pretty strong.
IDW is super strong. I mean, I know they're just licensed stuff. It's all Hasbro and shit.
They take care, for the most part, except for like Transformers right now. They take care of their licenses for the most part.
Yeah, for sure, man. And Star Wars and fucking Fico Azio cover for a Star Wars book. Nice. Oh man, Livio Ramondelli is doing a cover for Escape.
That's the cover to get
on it. Yeah, that is the cover to get.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
He likes himself some Insecticons.
Of course he
does. They always seem to pop
up
in any book he draws.
Yeah, man. Yeah, love Livio. They spelled his name wrong here.
They did.
Jerks. DC, we can actually view the DC comics on here because of the pull box feature, but we don't need to because we went to Lunar and looked at them. So, getting into the House of Ideas. I don't know. What do you want to look at, man? Do you want to look at Spider-Man?
I don't want to look at the handbook.
Great Peach Momoko cover for issue. What is it? 70.
70. Oh, that is a fantastic.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
Nice.
And we always raving about Peach Momoko. Oh, how does she do? How's she putting out all this work? Man, I bet she's just that damn good.
Well, this one doesn't have a lot of background. This one doesn't have any background to it. So
I bet she's like a caricature artist at the park. I bet she whips these out in like 20 minutes.
Whip them out in 30 minutes,
I bet she does, dude. I bet she's that damn good because that's just awesome. That's so fucking good. So yeah, Spider-Man 70, whatever.
I'm just glad that Spencer's run is coming to an end. Yeah. I'm not really super excited about what's coming next, but I'm willing to give it a chance.
I'm excited because it's not
Nick Spencer.
Yeah. We also get in the annual. This is the Infinite Destinies sort of tie-in. Star is going to guest star in this. I'm not really a fan.
I'm not kidding this.
Yeah.
I haven't read any of the Infinite Destiny books.
I'll probably end up reading the Guardians of the Galaxy one because it's the only book on my pull list. And knowing my shop, they'll be like, oh no, here, you're reading this. America Chavez, penultimate issue of her miniseries. It's been fine. This is not the right book. Let's see if they got it different here. Nope, they got Loki and Thor Double Trouble up for the America Chavez.
That's
book.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Anyway, great. I think this is the LGBT cover. Maybe not. Maybe it's just because she is, in the LGBT community as the character. So, still a solid book, solid read. Here it is. Here's one of the big ones of the week. We're in the post Heroes Reborn era now.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, whatever that means. Javi Garon helping out. World War She-Hulk begins right here. Hugely political. This book is going to be talking about. It is, dude.
This whole run has secretly been very political. It's been very well hidden through just punching things a lot.
Sure.
But a lot of the concepts he's been bringing up have been very, very political, especially that whole event that we just went through.
Yeah, the Heroes Reborn event. Yeah. So I mean, this looks okay. The art's still great. It's all about, I guess, She-Hulk getting kidnapped by the Red Guard and pushed into their new version of the Red Room, and she becomes like a red She-Hulk or something.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out because I'm definitely still reading Jason Aaron's run. Here's another, because I don't know, we just say it every time we see one now because she's got so many fucking covers.
It's better than you pointing out those head variants.
This is great. I'm still gonna point those out when I see them. The Tanauk head variants.
Yes.
I mean, great blade.
These
cover.
at least have
That's
necks.
Rad. That's
It is
so
good. Great blade.
So good. Moving on. Black Panther trade book 9. Captain America number 30. This wraps Ta-Nehisi Coates' dare I say groundbreaking run. I don't know if I should. It's been good. It just hasn't been. It hasn't been my favorite Captain America run. You know
I haven't been following it, so
it's been all right. It's been okay. Pretty good art. So yeah, Ta-Nehisi Coates wrapping his run on Captain America. He's gonna start writing movies now. Children of the Atom, penultimate issue as far as I know with this.
Oh really? Haven't seen any other.
I haven't seen any other solicits for anything past issue number 6.
Interesting.
RB Silva cover is fantastic. It's gorgeous.
You know, this is another one of those books that it just needs to move along. It needs to get to where it's going.
It needs to be done. It's spinning its wheels. It's the same shit over and over again. I think this is the preview for the last issue. Oh no, maybe it's recapping what happened at the end of the last issue.
Yeah.
Either way, the team got captured by Cradle.
This is another one of those teams where I want to really like this team. But yeah, nothing's been happening in this book, and I won't be sad when it goes away. I'm sure these characters will pop up again in some other book.
I don't know. I want to see what the big hook is. There's got to be a hook. I'm sure like none of them are actually mutants, but whatever. But this is issue 5 that is solicited for the 7th, July 7th. August 11th, issue 6 is solicited. Solicits for September are already out.
And there's no Children of the Atom.
No Children of the Atom. So I'm hoping that it kind of just fades away. Not because it's bad. I mean, it's not great. But there's so many X books, and I'm reading all the X books.
It's a very bloated X market right now. So if any of these books kind of slip away, I mean, it's sad, but
it's time to trim the weeds a little bit.
It is. Yeah,
I'm glad Cable's going away, even though it's been fun. I'll be happy when this goes away. X Factor's the same way. I'm having a great time.
Well, X Factor has gone away, but not really. It's going to be
Trials.
It's just the next arc is the Trials of Magneto.
Yeah, the Trial of Magneto. So we'll see. Bernard Chang gets a nice Storm variant on Children of the Atom. Just fucking beautiful, man. Gosh, that's great. It's a great time to be a Storm fan, too. Just wait. She's blowing up. Extreme Carnage Alpha #1. Not a fan of any of these at all.
No, I'm not going to get this at all. Carnage has never been a really big character for me.
Yeah, me neither. Just not interested at all in Carnage.
No. I mean, that he had a really good event when Donny Cates did his Carnage event or whatever that was.
Yeah, it was okay.
But,
and it fed into everything else he was doing,
Yes, that was why it was good, but most Carnage I can just stay away from.
Yeah. Hellions #13. One of the best X books, man. It's so much
definitely.
fun. Zeb Wells is killing it with he's got this humor, to it, but it's really a team full of psychopaths and mentally ill people, and he's just having a whole lot of fun with this book, dude. And I mean, Sinister is fucking hilarious. Zeb Wells has just really captured, I think, the angle that Hickman runs with Sinister, so many times. Wells has just picked up on that.
Definitely.
He's taken it in his own direction.
Well, he picked up on it and he went, to the nth degree with it.
Yeah,
I think. But yeah, I love all the character interactions in this. I love Grey Crow and Psylocke's developing relationship.
Yeah.
There's just a whole lot in this that I like.
Yeah. Russell Donnerman's getting a cool Psylocke cover. The many faces of Psylocke sort of cover.
Oh wow. Yeah.
That's rad, dude. Love it. Love that. Immortal Hulk number 48, a favorite around here. This is a countdown to the end. I think there's only 2 more issues after this one.
Yeah, I think it ends at 50. This is where Taylor would be freaking out right now.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell he's gonna read when this is over. I mean, he should be excited because, or upset because this book has been so damn good. It just has. Man, that's a great panel. Love that. Man, why haven't I not posted that anywhere? That is super monster hot right there.
Oh, yeah. What's Joe Bennett going to do after this?
Man, I don't know. I'm sure he's going to find work. I'm
Oh,
sure
I'm
he's
sure.
working on it now. You know what I mean? I'm sure these issues are done. 48 is done, obviously. 49 and
Oh,
50
yeah.
are
49,
probably
50,
done.
they're definitely already done. He's already working on whatever's next.
Yeah. So that'll be good. Immortal Hulk gets a Bennett homage cover, a Marvel anime cover by, you guessed it, Peach Momoko. Yeah, Taylor really is going to miss Immortal Hulk. Man, Peach Momoko. I mean, but again, how long does that take? It to us, to
That
just
probably
the
took
normal
her
person,
no time at all.
she probably did that like
Because there's
in the
no
car.
backgrounds or anything. It's
Yeah.
just a torso with a
I
head.
wonder
That
what
probably
Marvel
took-
pays her for that, though. You know what I mean? She probably makes like a few $100s, if not like a couple $1,000 off that cover.
Probably.
It's amazing. Awesome. King in Black Atlantis Attacks trade, the Moon Knight #1 poster.
It's a rad looking cover.
It is. It's just from the McNiven. Is it McNiven? Yeah.
Yeah, it
the
is McNiven,
cover. Yeah. Just so much detail in there, dude.
Mhm.
With the rain coming in, and oh man. So that's a poster. Moon Knight is not out this week. Okay, Moon Knight is
Yeah,
not
that's
out.
just a poster.
Yeah. Runaways number 37. And somehow it's also 99. Whatever. Savage Sword Omnibus.
You say that like you haven't read comics before.
I know, but I hate legacy numbering. It's just so stupid. Sinister Wars getting a poster. I could leave that. Bounty Hunters are still going on. Here is a Todd Nauk headshot. Oh no, this is not. It is a headshot cover, but it is a Giuseppe Camuncoli headshot cover, and he believes in necks. So we have a neck.
Oh, that's
our
good. That's
cyborg bounty hunter. I'm not reading that either. I can't afford to invest that much.
You know, I am off pretty much all of the Star Wars stuff.
Well, I'm still reading the Old Republic stuff. You know, it's pretty good.
You know, I never really
Or
got
the
in.
New Republic. What's it called? The High Republic.
High
The
Republic.
Yeah. It's hard to keep track. There's a lot of Star Wars shit. So here's that Loki Double Trouble. Let's see if they actually... No, it's still the preview for Loki Double Trouble. Not a bad book by Guruhiru. You know, doing his thing. His sort of art style. His, you know, kid-friendly art style. Trials of Ultraman. More kaiju action. Surprise variant. Look out.
These have been just okay. I mean, if you're if you're an Ultraman fan, you might get a kick out of it, but if not, you probably won't like it.
Yeah. Werewolf by Night is getting a facsimile. Werewolf by Night number 32. Can you tell me, Adam, why Werewolf by Night number 32 is getting a facsimile?
Is that where Moon Knight shows up?
Yes, that is the first appearance of Moon Knight in Werewolf by Night number 32. Which makes sense, you know, werewolf character, moon character.
Yeah, Moon Knight. Yeah, well, I mean, he's the hunter of the werewolf by night. That's why he shows up.
Yeah. So there you go. That's facsimile books are okay for me. I like that. Wolverine.
I don't have a problem.
This is the third X book dropping this week.
You say like that's not a normal 21.
Thing. But there's a fourth one. There are 4 dropping this week. We still haven't gotten to all of them. That's a lot of fucking X books, man. For 1 week, I should spread that shit out a little bit. But Penn Percy and Robert Gill, arguably the best of the bunch. X-Force, it's so good. It's rad.
It's been spinning its wheels for a while. Maybe now, it looks like now it's starting to get back to the meat and potatoes of whatever Ben Percy's been doing this whole time.
I hope so. Because, yeah, it needs to get back to action. Love that though. Look at that panel of the team without Beast, but fuck Beast. He's a douchebag. But yeah,
I love that. Beast is my favorite part about this book.
I know.
I love him being a douchebag.
No, I'm with you, but he's definitely a douchebag.
He's my favorite douchebag on the X-Men.
So yeah, there you go. There's all your books, and then the big one, the bad one. Don't leave this on the shelf if you go to your shop. This is going to be huge. I'm so excited. The
X-Men
art is
#1.
amazing in this.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Pepe
Oh my
Larraz.
gosh. And Jerry Dugan doing his thing. Man.
I'm really
so
excited
rad.
about this because, the last volume of X-Men, it was good and all, but it was basically just a series of one-shots.
It was Hickman
establishing. Yeah, it was a series of one-shots just establishing the brand new X-Men universe. This is now, we're going to get an actual X-Men team doing X-Men shit. So I'm excited.
Me too. And it's a pretty good team, dude. It's a really good team. I think this Bradshaw cover, since it's the second cover, the first cover is like series covers, connecting covers. So,
and man, I love Gary Dugan.
Me too.
He has been secretly killing it at Marvel forever now. I've been reading just random back issues this whole weekend.
Nice.
Been reading random back issues of Nova. He did like 20 issues of Nova. He fucking killed that shit.
That's nice, man. Yeah. I love this team. So I'm anxious to see where everything goes with this. I have no idea what cover I'm going to get, man, because there are just so many good ones.
So you gotta point out that first. Got to point out that Rob Liefeld, and then that Peach Momoko right below it.
Yeah, I will click on the Rob Liefeld cover just to shit on it, and not even because of the quality of the art, because I'm not quite sure he knows who the fuck is on this team. Beast is not on this team. That ain't the right Wolverine. It's like, why, dude? What are you doing here? What are you doing, Rob?
And it says it's the Deadpool cover, which
it's like a Deadpool because it's his anniversary. It's Deadpool.
Well, yeah, but Deadpool's only barely. He's off in the corner on this cover. It's Wolverine is front and center here.
It's fucking weird, dude. It's fucking weird. And then yes, see, these connecting covers are weird, dude. Because
I love connecting covers.
It's like Ivan Coella, yes, did the art, right? But it's like the background art on everything. And this is the actual cover. Let's see if it'll even open for me. Yeah, this is the actual cover. You know what I mean? So you got to buy like 4 or 5 copies of issue number 1.
Oh, that is really weird. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So you have to buy like 4 issues of X-Men number 1.
Yes. Yeah, it does, dude. Rob Liefeld is just a terrible, terrible artist. And that's just my opinion. I get it. People love him, but I think they love the age that he came from, more so than they actually love him. But this is the Stormbreaker. Stormbreakers are like the Young Guns used to be. The artists, there's a special young noobs that came and are really killing it at Marvel in terms of art.
Ivan Coella definitely fits that. He's been killing it.
Yeah, and each one gets a little, section of this cover. So, whatever. It is what it is. I hope it doesn't become a trend. A Marvel anime cover by Peach Momoko. What? Doing Sunspot. Right up her alley, in terms of the style that she does and the nationality of Sunspot. It just works so well. Man, I love that, dude. That might be the one I try to find, honestly. It's going to be hard to find. And yeah, that's a $5 debut issue for X-Men.
Yeah, she's really making these covers a lot easier on herself now.
Yeah, we're not even done. X-Men number 1 also gets a poster, and then there is the Stormbreaker variant from Silva, Bustos, and Gleason, because there's 3 different characters. Each artist gets their own character, and then the obligatory Scotty Young variant, where it's just a bunch of little.
Oh yeah, you gotta have that with a bunch of kitty characters.
Though. It's great. Mm-hmm. Scotty Young wakes up in the morning, takes a shit. While he's taking a shit, he does a sketch, he sells it on eBay, and then he doesn't have to work for the rest of the day. At least that's what I would do if I was Scotty Young. Anyway, so huge week at Marvel this week, but mostly it's X books. There's an Immortal Hulk, coming out. There's plenty of books. Avengers is dropping, but man, 4 different X books this week, dude. Shit. Moving on, Dynamite, just a bunch of cheesecake, covers basically, but not a fan
Par
of the
for the
Betty Page
course.
stuff.
Yeah,
par for
nothing
the
new
course.
here.
Lots of Betty Page covers. Holy crap, there's a lot of them.
Got a lot of cheesecake, man. Got to pedal it out.
Deja Thoris, this is a $50, Virgin variant cover. The Kiss Army of Darkness, $200. Do you know why? Because Gene fucking Simmons signed the book. That's nuts to me, man. That's just crazy to me. $200 because
For a Gene Simmons autograph, yeah.
Weird. $50 for the Red Sonja. That's actually a nice Jay Lee.
That is a great cover.
Yeah. And then this is actually a pretty damn solid idea for a book. Red Sonja, Black, White, and Red.
Oh, that is a pretty good idea for Rand.
Yeah, they've been doing this at Marvel and DC. Deadpool had one. Wolverine had one. Carnage, I think, is getting one.
Right. Because let's be honest, when you buy a Red Sonja book, you're not buying a Red Sonja book for its fantastic story. You're buying it for the art, for the cheesecake.
Yes.
And so the black, red, and white, and red. That's just a great gimmick, to give Red Sonja.
It's an
especially
anthology.
Red Sonja, because the red will really pop with her hair and all that.
Pops. The blood pops. Her hair pops. It's an anthology, so it's a few different stories written by actually some of the best.
I saw Kurt Busiek's name in there.
Kurt Busiek, Amanda Dibert, Mark Russell, who had
Mark Russell. I bet that would be a
fantastic
little short story.
Yeah. So that looks cool. DC is also doing these, but just a little bit differently. They have like the Superman red, white, and blue, where it's just like
but that sucks.
It's the art in it is just not good. And they're doing a Wonder Woman now, where there's like gold highlights. It's black, white, and gold. So it's pretty good, pretty rad. Lots of variants for this one as well. Lots of variants. So, and then there's a new Vampirella book. Oh no, this isn't new. This is a reprint. So. I think that's it. So they actually have 2 new books coming out, but 50 different fucking covers. Anyway, moving on. Boom Studios does not have much this week. They do have the 2nd issue of Basilisk, which I heard is okay. I did not read the 1st issue. I need to go back and check it out. Martin Simmons doing a cover, though. One of my favorite artists right now. He's doing the art in a book called Department of Truth from Image Comics with James Tynion. Buffy getting some love still. Magic the Gathering issue number 4 coming out. Not a big fan of that either.
It's a nice Matteo Scalera cover.
Yes. Here's the debut from Boom this week. They tend to have a debut every week. They try to do pretty good at that, but they run a lot of miniseries. Same with this. Only 5 issue. Sass Millage. Not a bad looking sort of book. Pretty solid art. I don't mind it.
What is it about?
It is.
Oh man, that's a lot.
This is a lot. Embrace her destiny in order to bridge the divide between humanity and the fairy world.
Fairy world. Okay.
So it's basically a portal story, with a young girl, and yeah.
It's probably more of a younger reader book.
Oh, for sure. Power Rangers.
Which actually Boom has been doing a lot of those recently, which is not a bad. That's not a bad area to go into.
Well, DC is killing it with their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Their young readers, graphic novels, they make a ton of money off of those. So, it's in Boom's best interest to fill that niche, as best they can. Power Rangers getting a blank sketch variant.
Purple
this time. The New Day over at WWE. Getting an
$8 book and
$8. It's double size and it's only a 2-issue miniseries, but you've got to be like a big wrestling fan.
Yeah, you got to be
give
a real
half a shit about that book. And Wind number 8, which in my opinion is the worst James Tynion book I've ever read. Which is weird because he's putting out the best thing he's ever done and the worst thing he's ever done at the same time. I'm just not a fan of this book at all. I love his other shit, that he's doing
I haven't checked
elsewhere.
this
But
one out, so I can't.
it's not that good, dude.
I can't
It's more of
comment.
like a fantasy, fables, fairies, shit like that. So, and everything else, not much this week. Baby Teeth is the penultimate issue. Donnie Cates has been doing this book over at Aftershock before he even had his Marvel contract, believe it or not. I'm pretty sure the first issue of Baby Teeth actually came out before the first issue of God Country.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's been that long. He's just been behind. He's a busy guy, he's writing so much shit.
Yeah, he's got a lot of shit on his plate right now.
Yeah. But these are done, and these last 2 issues are supposed to come out on time. So good for him. If you see something, say something. There is not much else out this week. Heroes Reborn signed by Jurgens. Nice. $30, not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah, Infinite Frontier signed by Jurgens too for $30, not bad. Holy Diver trade paperback.
That's awesome.
The graphic novelization of the Dio Holy Diver song.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. Here's one we could probably talk about. Frank Cho is doing his own thing over at AWA. He's writing and doing the art, and it's quintessential Frank Cho art. I mean, it's about a team of a lot of very athletic, beautiful women
So it's a lot of cheesecake, is what you're saying.
That's what Cho does, though, man.
It
At least
is.
he leans into his niche a little bit, but he can also write a pretty damn good story. They're just filled with a lot of hotness. Let's click on the solicit and read what it's actually about.
Oh, okay.
10 hard as nails women face off in an ancient contest of champions where the winner truly takes all the title of Queen of the Galaxy. To win the challenge, each contestant must survive the hazards of the planet's harsh landscape, the ferocious predators on and below its surface, and their fellow contestants. This edition of the contest has a twist. One of the contestants is an infiltrator who has her eye on something bigger than a prize. So it's basically like a reality show. Right?
A reality show or just like just a
reality
competition?
TV? Yeah.
Yeah.
5-issue miniseries again on AWA. Mike Deodato has a variant cover for this, and it's gorgeous. It's exactly what you'd expect from the master.
Oh wow.
Deodato.
Yes,
Man.
that is exactly what I would expect from him. Yeah.
Gosh, he's so good. He's just so damn good. I think that's really it though. But there's Glamorella's Daughter. It's like a young reader's book. Godkiller Tomorrow's Ashes. Godkiller actually, Matteo Pizzola's book on Black Mask. That's cool. It's coming back. I didn't even know that was coming back. Goon resketched cover, $20. Not bad at all, dude. You get a Goon #1 with a sketch and a sign by Eric Powell.
That is not bad at all for $20. That's a good deal.
It's a hell of a deal. Harriet Tubman, Towards Freedom, really good graphic novel. It's sort of like an educational, academic sort of book. Hatchet, Unstoppable Horror. Man, not really a fan of that. Hollow Hearts. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much else in terms of...
there's not much.
Ton of that Boundless.
A lot of jungle fantasy.
It's all X-rated covers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the epitome of cheesecake. They don't even... I mean, they got penetration in some of those covers. It's crazy. Wow. It's wild. Fucking... I've never seen them actually on shelves anywhere. Because, I mean, I guess you order them directly from, them. I guess you can order it through Diamond because they're on Previews World. But whatever. Life is Strange, based on the video game. I'm pretty sure they've had way more volumes of the comic than they have volumes of the game. Because it's one of those games, it's like an episodic game. You have to buy different episodes. And yeah, it's gotten a lot of love. It's got 5 different, variant covers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty big.
So yeah, I'm not sure. Monday, The Rivers of London, that keeps on going over at Titan Comics. I don't know. Nottingham, 4th printing.
Oh wow!
on issue
Fourth
number
printing of
one
number
of
one.
Nottingham. Yeah, Nottingham is like
That's
a brutal retelling of the Robin Hood story. You know, Sheriff of Nottingham. Yeah, it's gotten a lot of buzz. A lot of buzz. Orcs in Space 2-in-1. That's fun. Out of Body number 2. First one was okay. Aftershock book. Not bad. Pantomime Collected. This is about some deaf kids who get sent to a school after their parents die, and then there's some mystery shit going on. So that's why they call it pantomime, because they're always having to like use sign language to talk with each other. Really fun book. Serial number 5, Terry Moore's ongoing. You know, pretty good. If you're into the Terry Moore universe, that's definitely a pickup for you. Space Bastards keeps on going. Yeah, man. Tart is getting a new volume. For what it's worth, the first one was okay. Wrong Earth is still going strong with its second. I think it's actually its third volume. That's where like the Batman pastiche from. It's like if 1960s Batman from the 60s show, 66, and like Zack Snyder's Batman swap places.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a bad book, but yeah, that's it, dude. That's it. So Taylor, if you're still hanging out, if you're in the chat, let us know what you're picking up. But yeah, that's it, dude. What are you looking forward to this week?
Oh man, on DC, definitely it's that Swamp Thing.
Yeah, on DC for me, it's got to be Wonder Girl. I'm hooked on that book. Joel Jones' art is just amazing. I love it.
Yeah. As far as indie stuff, you know, I'm gonna pick up that He-Man book. That He-Man book looks cool.
Yep, I'm gonna pick it up too. Hopefully, I can find the dope variant. But yeah, I'm interested in the He-Man show.
Yeah, hopefully, I can find that Mike Mignola variant.
Yeah, I'm really interested in the show. So yeah, definitely for sure, I'm picking that up.
And then of course you gotta bring in X-Men #1 from Marvel. That's the big. That is the big book of the week.
That's the book I'm looking forward to the most this week as well. But Hellions, X-Force, of course, everything getting back on track after the Hellfire Gala is really exciting for me.
Maybe something will actually happen in Children of the Atom.
I doubt it.
It's
Wonder Girl, X-Men, and Immortal Hulk. Great choices, Taylor. Great choices, Taylor. But yeah, beyond that, I mean, Image is killing it with a bunch of stuff. I'm interested in Kyle Higgins' new book. And Skybound. That's Skybound.
Oh yeah, definitely. That Skybound book is going to be, I think, I'm going to pick it up. It might be a sleeper hit. Who knows?
It's always hard to tell with anthology books like that. You never really know what you're going to get. But just remember, it's all about family. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Go and check out everything that we're doing. Go check out the Comic Book Bullies. They're probably streaming still right now. But you'll want to go to outrightgeeky.com for all the links to everything we got going on, including the Comic Book Bullies. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. And we're going to do it again next time.
Same geek time, same geek channel.
By process of elimination.
Yeah, that's the real reason why Taylor dropped out.
The real question is, where the fuck's Jules? That's the real question.
He probably blew himself up.
Yeah, he's got 3 fingers left.